Hello, and starting with you, where are you from?
I'm from Ironton, Ohio. Lived there most of my life.
What's your name?
Rio.
And you are?
I'm Erin.
And you were from?
I'm from West Virginia, but I've been in Ohio a lot.
Basically, you guys live in this area
Yes.
your whole life. Okay. Did you guys have both parents growing up?
Yes.
Up until the end.
Well, like, what do you mean? Like when you was a teenager, or like whenever you was, 9? Up until the end, or they just passed away?
So I've had my mom in my life for my entirety. My dad was a real piece of shit. He threatened to kill me one day.
As a father would do, right?
Yeah, I called my mom one day and I was like, I need you to get me out of here and I need to leave, hardcore. And she came and picked me up and I've never spoke to him since.
He just went away?
Yep, he's still in this area, I know that, but he's never once tried to contact me.
He's threatening to kill other young girls or something. That's
Probably.
what
That's his thing.
That's his thing. Yeah, that's just some people. That's what they do. And your parents, what?
My parents, they were together for about 26 years, and then they ended up getting divorced because my mom cheated on him.
Yeah.
I think 5 times throughout their entire marriage.
That makes sense. Yeah, because humans usually do that. That's kind of crazy. The whole marriage thing. Marriage was invented when we lived 25 years.
Also, it's crazy just because she would tell us that he was such a bad father, he was such a bad person. He was
putting
just,
that shit out.
Yeah, she would be like, he's so abusive.
She'd feel guilty.
He never once was.
But over here, her father was being abusive, threatening to kill her, and so it was.
No, my mom was the abusive one.
Yeah, she was yeah. So complete flip flops. Okay, cool. All right. What kind of kid were you in school? I'm gonna take a wild guess. I'm gonna say you were the girl that was in band or in the lunchroom, in the corner with all the other goth kids.
So that's not correct at all, actually.
I knew it was 150, man. It was either 50-50, sorry.
I was actually a huge theater kid. I was in my school's theater productions year-round. I sat at a table with a lot of weirdos, but I wasn't in with all.
I was a weirdo, so I know. I'm just saying I was one of the weirdos. I was one of the goth kids, that played guitar and everything. So go ahead, sorry.
I was one with them, but I was the only person in my grade who looks the way I do. Everybody else was a lot younger than me, so I just never hung around them much. And it's sometimes they'll talk to me now, but they never did back then. And then schoolwork-wise, I was horrible. I was awful.
You just didn't give a shit?
No, I didn't give a shit at all. I was I'm not doing this shit.
It's hard to learn why salt is so important. When you don't give a damn about salt, why are you teaching me this? I don't need to know this.
Bad. It's
yeah.
Math, science, why do I need to know this shit? Teach me how to buy a house.
Yeah, or actually how to survive in this fucked up world.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. How do I stay alive?
I don't care that the Earth's core is metal.
Yeah, but I know, right? But coal will turn into diamonds after 50,000 years. Why do I care? Yeah, and why do I care? I
see those diamonds.
Yeah, exactly. Stupid. Anyway, we can all agree that modern education is bullshit. So we can continue. How did you end up where you are today? That's always a good starter.
So the reason I was such a bad kid in high school, this is something very common in this area, this whole tri-state area. Everybody here grows up really depressed.
Right.
And I share the same feeling with a lot of people I know today of our whole high school and middle school careers. We were just, sliding by because we didn't expect to even live past that time period.
Yeah.
It's that's why
there's no hope.
There's no hope here whatsoever.
You don't see anybody succeeding or getting better at anything. And all the men, the role models, are either threatening their daughters to kill them or drinking themselves to death or doing drugs. That's what I grew up around. All the guys in my family were pieces of shit. So go ahead, stand there. Sorry. But yeah, there's no hope, right? So you grew up depressed.
And so it's whenever I graduated high school, I was okay, what now? And then I went to college, dropped down immediately because the education systems here also set me up for failure.
Yeah.
And then I started working in the mall, and then I've just never
Right
left.
now you're here. Yeah, you're just kind of stagnant because there's no other opportunities to get out of it.
Nope.
Right? I know. I feel you. I feel you. Trust me. Now your story. How'd you end up here?
How I ended up here? This funny. I
Changed your identity 3 different times.
Yeah, pretty much.
You jumped from Florida to Tennessee. No kidding.
Well, not like that. I've been in West Virginia for my entire life.
Okay.
And then I would travel,
Mm-hmm.
to the neighboring states.
Right.
I kind of grew up just as Rio said, super depressed. Never
Right.
really got any help that I was supposed to be given. My
Yeah.
parents didn't really care about how
Right.
I felt, what I was
Were
doing.
were they addicts?
No, they were not.
Okay,
But
that's good.
addiction runs in our family, so
Well,
I
then
was around a lot of
both
that.
of my parents are dead. Yeah, I lost them both young because of addiction. That's what's sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
But yeah,
No hope.
Same thing. Went to college after I got out of high school. I struggled to get through high school.
Yeah. The salt. Caring
had-
about salt.
First semester of my freshman year, and I was like, okay, I can't do this, so I dropped out.
Good, because now you're not in debt for the rest of your life. I mean, you're still in debt, but you're not.
I have $2,000.
That's what I'm saying, but you're not in debt, for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
So, yeah, the system actually failed in that spot. They didn't cripple you your entire life. Yeah, same shit here, man. It sucks because I feel like being smart, being intelligent is a curse. I think if I was stupid or had enough brain damage, I would be happy. Because I'm around people all the time that are just blissfully unaware of what's going on, and they're just happy as can
That's
be.
what's working in retail is like everybody's
Yes.
an idiot, and you're just like, okay, cool.
That's also why so many smart people typically get addicted to things.
Exactly.
Because it takes
Escape.
the edge off.
And escapes their mind from constant, just a fucking gerbil wheel of, the circus. Dude, I can't even, it's hard to even sleep sometimes. So that's when the carnival really begins. Because it's like, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
You're gonna die soon, And
Also having bipolar 2 and having BPD at the same time.
Yep, that's gotta be good.
Terrible.
Yeah, because the things you do, you don't even, you're not even responsible for, but then you gotta say, sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but you had no control over it.
Yeah.
No, I know.
I waited my whole life to get medicated, and now it feels like, why did I wait so long?
Yeah, right, because there's 90 different medications too. You'll have to try that. And it's like, oh, that doesn't work a little bit? All right. Well, the side effects, you might lose all empathy. But that's the side effects. Like, I don't want to do that. All right, what's your biggest regret in life?
Probably either A, being born in this area.
That is not a regret. That was a gamble. You just popped out just like I did. I didn't get a pick. It wasn't like a fucking goddamn Elder Scrolls game where I got to pick my race and everything. I just showed up here. So, what's your biggest regret?
Definitely not actually trying in high school, because I feel like if I had tried in high school, maybe if I learned a little bit more, I wouldn't have, been stuck here, wouldn't have gone through all that I did in college, like wasting my days away locked in my room drinking.
Right.
And I would have, had a better job, but,
You didn't have any influences around you either to say, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
no, I did not.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I wish I had that. Like when I was growing up, I did the same fucking thing. I dropped out of college too the first semester, and no one said a fucking word. They just let me do it. Like,
Yep.
and I don't know, man. But no, okay, so that's your biggest regret. We'll come back.
My biggest regret, probably, I'm gonna
Killing the guy in Florida and then changing your identity. No, I'm kidding.
I'm actually gonna copy off Rio again.
Really, just no school.
Literally, it was the fact that I sucked in school, and
Right.
mainly I think it started in elementary school. Whenever my math teacher knew, like, she could see that I struggled with dyscalculia, and then she just kind of gave up on me because
She didn't want to
hard
bother.
deal with kid. So.
Right. I think this is another thing with our education system. The problem with being intelligent is that there's some of the stuff that you just aren't interested in, right? So you can't fucking learn it. So then why are you going to school for it? So then you're not going to care. And then you go to your college, and of course you're not going to care about this shit. And then what if you guys graduated? You guys would be like nurses or something. You'd both be going home, being like thinking about putting a gun in your mouth, being like, I hate my life. Like I don't think humans are ever supposed to be happy.
I don't either.
And not in this society. This whole thing is constructed by us, and it's all crazy.
Yeah.
I'll shut up. What is the most important lesson? Actually, wait. First, what's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal, red panda.
Nice, gnarly. That's a good one.
Kitties. I have 3 cats at home.
It's a cat.
They always, yeah.
Cats are. The only thing that makes them happy is killing things, right? Have you ever watched a cat watch a bird?
Yeah.
It's like it's about to like. It's like it's getting high.
They try to communicate with it.
No,
and it's like,
okay. Yep. They're salivating. Think about the blood that they're gonna fucking taste. Like
Have
they are
you-
killing machines.
Have you ever heard the little ek noise that they make whenever they're watching something outside?
Yeah, they're like it's like
They
getting
do that because they're trying to imitate whatever it is, so it like thinks that it's one of them. And
to
then they
rip
can
its neck
capture
out, gets it closer, and then it rips its neck out. Yeah, and then brings it back as a trophy. Says, well, thanks for the dead bird, but whatever, dude. Okay, yeah, cat. All right, got you. Let's see. If you could okay, never mind. I already asked that. We're just gonna skip that one. All right, last question. What is the most important lesson that you think you've learned to this day? At how old are you?
I'm turning 22 this month.
At 22 years old, what's the most important lesson? Living in the Portsmouth, Ohio area. If you had to pass on to girls like you that's stuck in school right now, that fucking hates it, that are drawing anarchy signs on their notebooks and fucking pissed, what would you tell them?
Definitely pay attention in school. Pay attention. It's worth it. I know you don't think it's worth it. I know you're not going to crawl out of that hole. You will eventually, and it's going to suck because you won't crawl out of it for a really long time. Even still, I haven't crawled out of that hole. I still fall into it, but you just have to pick yourself up over and over and over again. And a side note, if somebody seems like a piece of shit, they are a piece of shit, and stay the fuck away from them.
Because they will drag you down, right?
will.
Yeah, that's so true. Fucking true.
Uh,
The most important lesson. How old are you now? 22?
Nope, 19.
19. Oh wow. So you've only got 19 years to learn some shit.
Yep.
All right. So what have you learned in 19 years
What I've learned in 19 years.
that you could pass on to a younger girl that's stuck in you guys' situation?
Learn how to say no to people. Like, genuinely.
Don't go along with the
Be
program.
mean to people.
Right, because
Be mean to people and
right.
don't let them step on you.
good fucking advice. Because I wish someone told me that like when I was 16, man. Because I didn't figure it out until I was like 32. I was like,
I don't believe in taking shit from anybody. Like, if somebody rubs you the wrong way, even slightly, cut them off immediately.
That's
It's
their
not
fault.
worth
or
it.
gives you
their
that weird
fault.
vibe. You know that gut vibe when you talk to somebody, you're like,
I
something's up with this person.
I was in a horribly abusive relationship not too long ago, and every single time I saw her, I was sick to my stomach.
Yeah, no, that
Like your body was
vibe.
rejecting
Yeah,
her.
even our first meeting, I threw up. I threw up multiple
Jesus
times.
Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus, all right. Well, it's been really bad, but no, I was just saying, like, there's like, I've met a couple guys like I've worked with, and I'm like, that guy's a fucking weirdo. Like, he'll just be, gives you that vibe, and then he'll later on be like, oh, I drink her bathwater, and I'm like, oh, he was a weirdo. I fucking knew it. Like,
that.
he says shit like that, and I'm like, okay, yeah, the guy's a fucking weirdo. But no, I was just saying, okay, so yours learn to say no, and yours was pay attention,
Pay attention and be a bitch.
and be a fucking bitch or a cunt. Nothing wrong with the C word. I love the C word. You can
Be a
only.
bitch and a
And a cunt. There you go. You can only pull it out like it's the really fucking. That's the nuclear bomb in a fight. Call him a cunt. Like that is
I think
it.
it's really
Yeah.
funny.
That's really no. That's the nuclear bomb. Like things are fucked, and then you gotta apologize a year later. Like I'm sorry I said that. My bad. I'll never say it again. I'm sorry. You promised you wasn't gonna say it. All right now. All right. So, one more time, your name? Rio, and you are? Erin, and these are two of the people that I met in the mall at Hot Topic. Come get some topics that are hot. And they're band shirts, they're badass.
They're super
Thank you for your time, and I hope you all have a good evening, and hopefully we're here tomorrow.